So, me first this week, boys. I've been playing a rather shorter game. I've been playing quite a few games and finished a few games this week, but I'm going to talk about one. It's from Jackbox Party Pack, and it's a standalone game from one of those, so you can imagine the kind of multiplayer party game. It's called Drawful 2. It's basically, it is a multiplayer platform game, but it utilizes your mobile phone as well. So I have an iPad, my son has his iPhone, and my wife has an Android. And you basically load the game up on the Switch, and 3 to 8 players then can play locally. There's none of this online business with the Jackbox Party Packs. But you can play, great little game to play locally. So on your Switch, you have the overview and the narrator, so it's coming through your speakers. And it shows you basically everything that you need to see. Then on your mobile screen, you log into the Jackbox.tv website. It takes you through there. The Nintendo Switch will give you a 4-digit room code, which you can share with everybody in the room. Right, you type that in, and it takes you into the game. You create your avatar, enter your name. Your avatar is you draw on the touch screen because everything is done by drawing, which is funny in itself. And then the lead player, that is the first to join, decides, right, we got enough players here, there's 3 of us, right, done, we'll click on the game. And then the game starts, and basically it kind of gives every single player in the room a phrase or a word. So you just get weird things like falling M, and you have to draw it. I've had one like allergic to air, and you try and represent that in graphical, pictorial form as best as you can. Noodle fight. Mint condition was a good one. My wife had mint condition. She drew a mint, as in the candy, the sweet mint, and a hair conditioner. And we kind of got it from mint condition. So just like, any kind of drawing Pictionary exercise, it works like that, And each player then, after you've drawn it, right, so everybody draws theirs separately. You've all got 3 of us. I've got 3 different things. Then it will show one of those pictures on the TV. Everyone else who's playing, so my wife and my son, they have to guess what it is by typing in an answer. But you can't guess exactly what it is. If you guess exactly what it is, it will tell you, no, you're too close to what it is. What you're really trying to do is trying to trick the other players to choosing your answer over the original answer, the proper answer. So, for example, if something is like mint condition and then I type in candy hair cleaner, you might then get 2 answers which are very similar, and someone might choose yours. You'll get points for tricking them, and then hopefully you can get extra points for guessing the right one. So you have 3 rounds every time. And basically all you're trying to do is confuse the other players so you can gain extra points. And then you can say, oh, that was a funny one. Whoever put that, you can upvote other players' guesses, which you think are quite humorous. So they get little 10 bonus points and all that. And we've loved our time with it. I mean, every game lasts about 15, 20 minutes. So you get 2 rounds of pictures. So in total, there are 6 mini rounds. And then at the end, it shows you who got the highest score. And that's all it does. That's all it does, but that's all it needs to do. Because if you get over to the US eShop right now and you like what you've listened to but there, and you've got enough people, it's got to be local. This doesn't work online, like I've said. It's on the sale on the US eShop for 9 cents. Absolute bargain. I mean, we've put a couple of hours into it already, and it's going to be one of those games like, instead of like, oh, do you want a game of Monopoly? Oh, let's have a game of Drawful. And one of the kind of, you should imagine that there would be a lot of rather blue comments if the party was that way inclined. And there are some clues, as you're waiting for the clue to come up for what to draw, there are some situations which could be interpreted as rather blue, and you can turn that off in a family-friendly filter, which is very handy for other situations that you don't want large penises being drawn on the screen. There's also a second mode where you can create your own custom sayings. Basically, it's like setting up different things. You can say like, or animals, and then you can type in a list of 100 animals, and you can play through your own custom modes. Unfortunately, that's not as good because what's coming up. You know what kind of animals you put there. You're going to have to have a massive, extensive kind of list so that you forget everything on there. But for an hour, for 2 hours to play with family and friends in a local, I mean, I can't fault it. Been a laugh.
Yeah, it does sound decent. Like, it obviously sounds similar to a couple of games that I already have, and I do break out from time to time. Like, obviously, Game & Wario has the artwork bit where each person gets to draw stuff on the screen, and everybody else has to shout out and guess what you're drawing on the screen, which is a lot of fun. And also, like, Wii Party U has a couple of Wii drawing games as well.
Yeah.
So
something very similar. I think the only thing different is the way the scoring system works. The way you're trying to trick someone into making a mistake.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice as well. It makes it more tactical. And when you're talking about the Wii Party U one, was that the one where
with Party Phil? Yeah, I remember.
I knew that was coming.
That's right. Your son was guessing the penny whistle.
Yeah, the slide whistle. It was.
That's the one.
Was he giving the slide whistle a Sebastian toot?
He thought I was getting a Sebastian toot.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and give us a like if you've enjoyed our content. You can also check out our other great content on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and the N-E Café podcast from all good podcast providers. Just follow the links in the description below.